Yeah, you better quench your thirst.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of The Reality Is. As always, it's Noor, and I'm here with Big Kendrick, not the little one, Tucker.
Okay. Hi, boo. Am
Hi.
I your first guest post everything or your
I recorded
brother?
with my brother yesterday, but that doesn't
That
really
doesn't
count.
count. That
No, it
doesn't
doesn't
count.
count. You are my
No.
first guest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, of course. I'm about to take this sweatshirt off, but underneath I'm
Do it.
just in like a bra.
That's
So that
okay.
can't be, it's fine. I mean, the Patreon is only the ones that's I wonder if this will get more Patreon listeners. Is there
Oh.
somebody on like the regulars like tits?
We
It's
love
like
a social experiment, okay?
it's like the most like geriatric like bra that they give you at the plastic surgeon's office.
Yes.
um
Love that.
You know, the problem is like I tried to do too much before recording for no reason at all. For no reason.
Oh,
Now, Kendrick, you know, when you were okay, so you had some health issues a while ago.
yes.
How stir crazy did you get when you had to rest?
Oh, very. I was like, and my energy was so low too, but I was like, I'm not used to like, I'm such a like workaholic with everything that I'm like, oh, I'm so not used to this, and I'm like trying to find stuff to watch, but I'm like, okay, I hate TV now. I don't want to watch this anymore. I want to like
Thank you.
do. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I get it.
You get it. You
Mm-hmm.
understand because me and you were the same
We're
because
the same.
I like literally I can't. I have no chill. And yeah, there's like so much TV to watch. It's actually so much TV to watch that I'm like, is TV stupid and a waste of everybody's time? Like
Literally.
that's
Hmm.
that's where my head's at. But I did have a lot of fun watching Atlanta and Rhode Island this week. And I did text you immediately after watching, actually during Atlanta, while I was watching Atlanta. And I was like, I'm so fucking happy that you're going to be on to talk about this goofy
Yes.
ass, silly ass episode.
Oh my God. I mean, Puerto Rico part two. Like, how lucky are we to be in the midst of of Pinky, Mr. Clean, what is her last name? Cole and Angela. I forgot what she called her, but I don't know. Angela,
She said a new lace front.
perimenopausal. There we go.
Perimenopausal, foreclosure, new lace front,
New lace
Oakley.
front
Okay.
Oakley. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. They put the nasty in Dynasty. Poor Cynthia. She really tried it.
Oh my God.
Well,
Poor Cynthia.
let's let's get into Atlanta. So this week on
Okay.
Atlanta, the ladies went to Dallas because according to Cynthia and some washed up Adrian Malouf who showed up looking like an Amazon Prime robot, that lady said, no
Goodness.
lines. What the fuck was that?
I don't know what was going on. Like, it felt like she was like a living version of like a Waymo car. Like, I didn't know what was going on, but
Oh my God. That's so perfect. A living version of a Waymo car, but like a living version of a Waymo car that like is in front of a puddle because Waymos don't know how to navigate through like
yes.
water.
Hmm.
So she was just there. And Cynthia's like, my good friend Adrian Malouf is helping me come up with tequila because, you know, I love tequila. We're like, Cynthia, we don't know. And whatever. Like, shut up. Like,
No.
but then Adrian, she literally was there. It was like Adrian, Phaedra, and Cynthia. And Adrian said no words. Like they might as well have just put like one of those summer house cutouts that they have in their DJ room of Adrian Malouf
They like have to
because
cue her when to laugh too. They're like, okay, laugh now. She's like, I'm like,
they're
is
like,
she
oh, you know, the
alive?
ladies. Yeah.
Is she
Did you forget
okay?
to charge her? What is
Right.
this? Like at some point, Adrian is just gonna be like, returning to charging station, like your,
Exactly.
you know, like your robot vacuum does,
Good little
because it was
Roomba.
so, yeah, it was so strange. But
Weird.
anyway, Cynthia and Waymo Adrian Malouf says that there is some sort of tequila business down in Dallas. And so the ladies are going to go on a Dallas girls trip. The dress code was Dynasty and the accommodations were just nasty. It was legit disgusting. 2 of the 8 women were staying at a pool house that was not clean, which caused drama. But surprisingly, it didn't really cause drama with the 2 women that were staying at the pool house. Instead, it was a war of beautiful words between Pinky and Angela. And like I said on
Boy.
Threads, I'll say it again, watching beautiful women sit at a dinner and throw barbs at each other is literally my Olympics. It's my Super Bowl.
Mhm.
I loved this episode so fucking much.
Oh, this season is just my season. Like it feels like it goes to show you how important it is to like refresh these casts every now and then because you'll look at some Bravo shows, they will like cling to the OGs and the season 2, 3 girls for as long as they possibly can. Then 15 years later, we're like, we've squeezed this fruit, like we've juiced this orange every morning for the past 13. There's no more juice to get out of this. We got to figure something out. And boy, oh boy, number one, do I love a big cast, and number two,
Hmm.
do I love a refresh this good? Atlanta is giving it to me.
Ah, God, it's so good.
Mm,
It was just so funny. It was one thing after the other. And I think like one of the things that we've always loved about Atlanta is that there are things that are said in passing. Like, in Beverly Hills, it's just silence, which is like, fuck Beverly Hills. I texted you, I was like, you want to talk Housewives? You said, I'm not watching Beverly Hills. And I said, yeah, fuck Beverly Hills. Nobody's watching that
exactly.
stupid ass show. But like on Beverly Hills, they're quiet until one word is said. Whereas like Atlanta, sometimes I actually feel for the editors because every woman individually is so fucking funny that like sometimes I feel like did you get all the words that came out of everybody's mouth this scene, because I feel like everybody was saying hilarious things. Everybody's always got like a side something to say. Everybody's
Uh-huh.
always like sighing and saying something hysterical. And I feel like that alone is why this fucking show is so good. I mean, like usually I don't
So
care
good.
about like walking around and looking at accommodations, but even while they were like, walking around this stupid place looking at accommodations, I was like everything they were saying was just hilarious.
Just so damn funny. Even not even the hilarity of it all, but like even just like Drew pulling from Kiarna, where she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna do anything right now, but I am gonna give you face." And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'm okay with that because the way Drew was over there, like silently cackling, but also serving like straight mug, like she was on the damn Met Gala carpet. Well, hell, I mean, she did better than a lot of them girls at the Met Gala carpet with that face. But she was
Yes.
giving it to us. Okay, she gave it what we needed to give, and
She
I
did.
received
She
it.
was I received it. It was just so funny. It was like it doesn't it's like it's just hilarious because it's like, Drew, you don't have to pretend to have a boyfriend. You could just show up and serve face.
Literally, I feel like the people would connect with Drew more if she didn't show up with a boy or like a supposed like what is a date? Let's research what is a date. I'm like, okay, Drew, you know what a damn date is. Like we know what a date is. Just if you want to date that man, date him. If you want to just have him around to make Ralph jealous, love that even more because we all hate Ralph. Like we can figure some stuff out. We can
Yeah.
we can we can workshop this a little bit. Let's figure it out.
Exactly. And it's just so funny because like Jackie, who was on last or 2 weeks ago when I was talking about Atlanta with her,
Mhm.
she said it was such a funny date because she was like, yes, you're my best friend and we will never date. And the guy was like, yep, you're absolutely right. You're my wife and we're going to get married one day. And she's like, yep, exactly. And we will never touch. And he said, yep, except for when I put my penis inside of you. And she said, that is definitely not happening. And I love you. Like, that was the
Like
entire
what?
date that they were on. And it was so funny. I just love that she's like, we're just friends. He did come with long stem roses. Ma'am, what are you
Right.
saying? You're so
That you
silly,
came to the
Drew.
group and bragged about as well. It's like we okay, are we do we normally brag when our friends do something like this or when a romantic partner does something like this for us? Like we've lost the plot a little bit, Drew. We got to figure this out with Black. Or
Yeah.
just
And
let
then
him
her,
go. Just let him
yeah.
go. That's okay
Or
too.
no, and then her being like, "Oh, K Michelle, you know him." And K Michelle's like, "I don't know this man. He slides into my DMs. I don't know who he is." And then she's like, "Yeah, but you were so nice to him when he was on the phone with me the other day." And it's like, "Well, you are walking around a party with a man on your phone. The polite thing to do is just be like, "Hey, guy on the phone,
Right.
you?"
Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, walk by and be like, "Look, this fucking cuckold over here." Like, what is she supposed to say to this guy? Like, okay, this
What's hey?
this is gonna be. I got a feeling this is gonna get real sticky
You see?
with the fandom because they love the semantics. And me, like I'm K Michelle, I'm like, I don't know that like I know you, but like I don't know you. Like we hi, how you doing? I know you, but like I don't know you. And I feel like they're gonna be like, remember this time, look at this picture on 2016. They were at the same party one day, and it's like, oh brother, okay.
It's so stupid. The fandom is words we don't say anymore. They're dumb as
Yeah.
hell, and I can't stand it. Okay, you are my Virgo brethren. I do need to
Yes.
ask you this
Okay.
house. would
Mhm.
you been okay with staying in the pool house?
Now, okay. Since it was a group of all black people,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say yes if it was clean because I do like my own space.
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily want to fight, and when I want to go to bed, I want to go to bed. I don't want to
Mhm.
fool with y'all like that. I'm okay with that. Now, had I been in mixed company and I had been relegated to the pool house, then I would have felt like you were sending me to the slave quarters, and I don't like that. Okay,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
matter of fact, I need top floor. Okay, put me at the very top. God damn it.
Yeah, between this house and the house that they went to in Rhode Island, I was like, how many black people have died on these properties?
Yes, need to
Um,
know
we need to know
immediately.
because it did feel a little bit like that. I mean, I was very happy for Pinky. I am Pinky in that regard.
Mhm.
I love to have my own quarters. I
Yes.
I do agree with you. It's so funny. You're like, if I was in mixed company, just say white people.
Yes,
If I
if the whites were around, I would
if I
have an
was on
issue.
a trip with white people and all of the white people were staying in the big house and I and another person of color were staying in the pool house, yeah, I would
Mhm.
go, "Wait,
Like,
with the cooks?"
right. That was the craziest part. Now, even if it was just all black people, it's like, okay, now wait a minute now. Why they coming to cook over here? It feels like the bigger kitchen is over there. Like, why y'all over here? What's going on?
Yeah, the staying where the food is being cooked would have pissed me the fuck off because I'm very sensitive about smells
Right.
and food smells, and, like,
Yes.
if they're making platters of, crispy bacon every morning and then my entire like, I wake up to the smell of crispy bacon, which is, like,
You're gonna
nice, I
smell
guess,
it.
but then the whole day and then all my clothes smell like fried food, they smell like grease. No.
Mhm. Literally, I was just gonna ask, like, what the hell are y'all cooking in that kitchen? Because anything seafood related, that's trap.
Oh, forget
My,
it.
my
No.
beard's carrying it around the rest of the day. Oh no! Oh no!
Weird.
Mm-mm.
If there's a
Mm-mm.
lobster mac and cheese being made, I'm done.
Exactly. Exactly. Nope. Y'all gotta go.
I'm
You can
done. And
you
I
can put it
have
in the
to
pan over here. Go put it in the oven over there. Okay. You can do that much at least.
yeah, exactly. Now, I will say this, unless I
Okay.
get first dibs on the food as it's being made, then I'm okay with it.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Like, if
Okay.
I get to sit on the kitchen island there and you feed me bites, that's a different experience.
But see, even that, remember they had to Cynthia had to get up and be like, "Oh, let me go take the ladies down their plates." It's like, what do you mean take them their plates? I thought they were cooking at their damn house. What do you mean? They were cooking in the old slave quarters. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you
What?
mean? What do you mean take down the plates? The plates came from there to you,
Exactly.
and then now you're taking the plates back to them.
Right. They literally walked past them with plates in their hand. They could have just handed them to. What are we talking about?
So silly. You're right. You're right.
What?
Now I will say this: I think Shamia is being fairly respectful, but I do feel that Kelly is really kind of getting on my fucking nerves. Okay.
Big weirdo energy this season. Big weirdo energy. Goodness.
So
Oh.
strange. So strange. First of all, you're the one who's been going around telling everybody that you don't believe that Pinky is a vegan, bitch. So you're
Right.
open your fucking mouth and say it. I hate
Like,
that shit.
no, that's so crazy. Like my entire like personal and business identity are wrapped up in being a vegan. And literally there's not much that can ruin me. But literally you going around telling people you saw me like wolfing down a steak one day, that's probably not gonna go over well with PETA. Like I'm just saying, they probably don't take too kindly to their board members eating eating like meat with their eyes closed in the dark. But like you can't say that to people. Like that's not okay. Sorry, and the worst part about it is though that is Phaedra. We kind of Phaedra. We don't always necessarily find you to be the most truthful. So when they said you said it, I know I immediately was like, oh yeah, Phaedra said
I
that
said,
shit.
okay. She
Yep,
probably did.
yep, she
I
said
said,
it.
all right. And then
Yep,
they rolled the tape in and said, all she said was, she used to own a Jamaican restaurant.
right.
She used to own a Jamaican restaurant, and it was
Mhm.
Miss Kelly who was the one that was like, I don't believe she's a vegan because she eats meat. Because I've
Right.
seen her eat steak or whatever it is that she said. And
Mhm.
so I think that between Shamia and Kelly, I'm getting such loser, corny energy. It's so stupid. It's like Shamia came in last season trying to be like, kind of the main peach because she did bring all these people together, right? They were
Yeah.
like all of Shamia's friends.
Which also means she introduced us to Brit Eady, just saying. But okay, Shamia,
Yeah, not great. Not
not
great.
great. Not great.
Not great.
No.
No. But she came in like she was the HBIC or the
Mm-hmm.
HPIC, head peach in charge.
Yes.
And Portia came in and said, "Nice try." No, it doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
Shamia, I brought Phaedra on, and now two of us trump the entire cast. Good luck. Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
I think, still thinks that there's a chance for her and Shamia to get like top billing of this television show. So I think she's like clomped onto Shamia in this way of being like, we're both the most important people here. And you're like, no,
Crazy.
Kelly, that's not it.
No,
No.
no, 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 no. And the fact that I, it's so weird to think that like they would even like remotely think they could take like Portia or Phaedra's spot on the show, freaking
Freaking
whack as they
frack.
call it. Exactly. It's so crazy because like I know Portia had to been thinking like, bitch, I pretended like Cordell was straight to get on the show. Like I'm not gonna. You're not. You're not knocking me anywhere, babes. Like I'm sorry. I had to wake up every morning and look at Simon to be on this damn show. Like, no, ma'am. I automatically get the Giselle Bryant treatment, okay? I am not going anywhere. I'm sorry. So sorry to
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, and Kelly with the whole like Horsha thing, it's like first of
Oh
all,
my
you didn't come up
God.
with that. The internet has
Right.
used that term for ages. And also, you don't say it to her face. You keep talking
Exactly.
behind her back. The only thing you've ever said to her while you were clearly drunk, she was so pissed drunk at her own event when she said,
Mhm.
broken flowers from a broken person. I was like,
Right.
you're hammered. You're
Even broken
hammered. You're
whore in that
embarrassing.
sense would have been better, but it's no broken person. It's like, oh girl, like what are we doing? What are we actually doing here?
No, Kelly's such a loser. And I have to say,
Yeah.
Kelly is drinking a lot. Like, and it doesn't seem fun.
Mhm.
She's getting like drunk and quiet and mean and weird. Like, big loser energy is, I think, really great. And it's ironic because
Mhm.
she's a very tiny person.
Exactly. How do you fit that much loser in one body? Like it's so crazy. Like
Is it just like condensed and really intense because it's like you cook down the loserness to like a gelée
yes.
and
It's
it's just
like
like a concentrate?
it's literally like dairy milk in the fridge versus the can in the cabinet. That's exactly what it's like. She's the can in the cabinet where she's condensed all this milk of loser down to one little can. And she's like, you know what? I need this for a banana pudding one day. That's
Do you
exactly what
remember
I need this
the juice
for.
concentrate that we had growing up in like the
The one
90s?
concentrate?
The juice concentrate, like the
Yes.
that's what it is. It's like
That's what it
you need
is.
to add water to it to
Mm-hmm.
spread out the loser, but the problem is that in Kelly, there's not a lot of room for extra water. So it's just concentrate.
It's like those cans of like, you know how you get like the cream of chicken and they're like, you're supposed to add like 2 cups of water. And we're like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm
Nope, I'm just
eating it
gonna
out of
stir
the
it.
can. And
Yep, I'm just
now
gonna stir it.
it's a loser, okay?
Exactly.
It's a cream of loser soup. That's what Kelly
Exactly.
is.
Cream of loser
Um
soup.
I saw Zell, friend of our pods,
Hmm.
say, host of Who Asked Me podcast.
Hey, boo.
Um, she said that the streets are saying that Kelly and Shamia are the new madness and sadness. And I was like, yeah,
Oh
that's
no. I,
correct. I would say,
I
yeah.
literally said on my podcast back when Potomac was airing, I said, you want to be a lot of things on reality TV. You want to be the polarizing one. You want to be the one everyone hates. You want to be the one everyone loves. You never want to be referred to as a sad girl like that. Nobody wants to be the. Oh.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
and like Kelly is both mad and sad.
So upsetting. So
It's
upsetting.
so weird.
Ugh.
Anyway, those two losers really shot themselves in the foot. They even probably had to walk over. They probably heard the fighting and were like, "Oh, we're missing something. I
Yeah,
think we should take our wine glasses and go over to the table." Now,
literally.
before I go to what was going on at the table, I do also have to note that Kay Michelle also chose not to go to dinner that night
Hmm.
because she said that she didn't have enough glam. And I said, "You're stunning."
Literally, the face card eats. I didn't understand it. I I will say I defended her though when she when Shamia came over and she was like, "You want to use my team?" I would be like, "Oh girl, like no, I'm sorry, Shamia, but when it comes to dressing, don't worry about it. I'd rather go to sleep. Sorry, no,
I'd
thank
rather,
you."
yeah, I'd rather stay in this night suit and this robe and just go to bed. I'd rather go to bed hungry, to be
that
honest, than use your glam team.
that
I'm
has to be
good.
one of the most infuriating things on reality TV when you see someone that you know the money comes from legitimate places. You know you're just obnoxiously rich for no reason. And that is still always how you show up on camera. It's like you don't who when I don't know if y'all were as shocked as me, but when I saw that guy in Shamia's house and underneath his name it said Shamia Stylist, I was like, oh, the definition of robbing a bitch blind. Like, my God, robbing somebody blind. Shamia, stop paying that man immediately. Stop it.
It just is confusing to me because I feel like there's not like a point of view. There's no POV here with Shamia's styles. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? It just and the thing is, it's shocking because she got a brand new body. She looks amazing. She's gorgeous. I think
Yes.
Shamia is one of the first of all, everybody on Atlanta is gorgeous. Even loser
Exact.
ass
Yes.
Kelly, they're all beautiful people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but like even Kelly she was wearing denim shorts over leather
Leather.
tights.
It was a lot going. Those two visually, like, I mean, listen, all you need, if you needed to, like, I don't know why we're not using them more to like clear out government, but if you put them on the Senate floor, Kelly, Shamia, and Dr. Simone from Married to Medicine, and just
Uh-huh.
let them talk, baby, the decibels will clear out everything. But when you put those three's fashion on top of it too, oh, we can clear some house. We can
We
get some
can.
things going. Oh yes.
We can. Exactly. Exactly.
Oof.
All right. Let's talk about this fight between Angela and Pinky. First of
Yes.
all, I have to say, kind of came out of nowhere. But Pinky, I think Portia said it, is she's beating a dead horse, you know?
Mhm.
And she is really going on and on and about what I think what Pinky is trying to do is make herself look amazing because she's like, yeah, the pool house is really dirty. So I'm actually going to give them my place and so they're going to sleep where I'm going to sleep. And then, I'll figure it out with like Kay and um, yeah, so, because when you have standards and it was like, okay, Pinky, we get it. You gave them your room. Move
Right.
on. But
You're
then she just
Jesus
keeps
Christ. Okay, we get it. God.
all right, amazing. You're a saint.
Right.
Incredible. And
Okay.
that's where Angela goes, you seem bothered. It's giving bothered.
Oof.
What's going on? And Pinky lost it. Pinky said, what do you mean it's giving bothered? And that's when she said, no, it's just you seem a little angry. And then they got into the business talk and Pinky going on and
Mm.
on about money. And then Angela. And then one of the most incredible things was so Pinky says, you need a new lace front. And that's when Angela said, not too much, Papa Smurf, watch it, Mr. Clean. And then Pinky said, and you got and those new veneers that you got look crazy with your overbite. And then Pinky said, or no, that's what Pinky says to Angela. And then Angela says, not not like nothing like those commingling teeth, those incestuous teeth. And I was like, co-mingling incestuous teeth, you wouldn't see my face again.
No. I'm quitting the show that night. Like, what do you mean? Why
I
would you
would
say that to
slap my
me?
face against the table and knock all of my teeth out of my mouth because I would be like, you know what? You're right. They look like shit. Knock them out of my face. I'm going home.
Like, you got it. You won, sis. I give up. No, I'm going. She literally tried to get up from the table, and Angela says something that reeled her right. She knew exactly what button to press, and Pinky turned right back around and sat back down. I was like, "Oh, Pinky, you were so close to leaving. You were so close."
I mean, Angela said some crazy stuff, right? Angela said that there's apparently a girlfriend in the basement. Who? That's a
What?
throwback. That is a
Right.
Candy Burris accusation that Phaedra and Portia had thrown out. So what do you mean?
Literally, and literally, Drew. I mean, at this point in the show, I mean, he's still in the basement, so there's a lot going on. We got to check all basements in Atlanta. Apparently, like there's a lot of situations happening over there.
And I correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Georgia is a state where not everybody gets to have a basement because of like the way that the land is, you know? It's like in the South, the
Ooh,
further south you go, people don't really have basements. They have like
yeah.
second floor media rooms or whatever. So
Mhm.
the fact that they even have a basement, it's like there's not a lot of basements to even check out because most people don't have a
Right.
basement.
Right. So that's how you know some suspicion is going on in the basements because y'all shouldn't have them in the first place, but you got them. Why you got
Yeah.
it?
Why do you have it?
Why
What's
you
going
have it?
on below ground?
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, commingled incestuous teeth was so funny. And then like 2 days ago, or maybe yesterday, Mia from Summer House did this like TikTok being like talking about
God, I thought you were talking
West.
about Mia from fucking Potomac. I was like, oh God, what does she do
Oh,
now?
no, she's
Jesus.
gone from my brain. She's gone from my
Yes.
brain. It's done.
Purge.
She's
Purge.
been purged. No, Mia from Summer House
Mhm.
posted this thing because what a podcast clip from West's podcast came out of him being like, "Yeah, like the there it was therapy and like yeah, like I really messed up and like I got to figure out my life." Like it's just stupid stuff. And Mia said, "We need more men to go to therapy and less men to buy podcast equipment." And she said, "Maybe more going to the dentist because I see some gaps in the side of your teeth." And I was like, "Oh my god. This is a big
Ooh,
week for dental shade."
literally, and Dr. Heavenly is running for office too. She's getting promoted everywhere. Like, Heavenly, you might just win this shit. Oh my God.
And I feel like, is that a psyop? Are they doing all of this so that we do vote a dentist into office? Is that
I,
what
f-
this is?
I mean, I feel like it. You know, the guy she was running against, I think, passed away. And so, like, now his daughter's like, I'm going to run for office instead. It's like, it be a lot going on in Atlanta. I actually try to avoid.
Passed
Yeah.
away?
Gone to glory. Yeah. Gone to glory, child. Yeah.
Do you
Ooh.
think Phaedra did the funeral?
Hold on. I told my mom this story. What was the first thing out of her mouth? She said, "Did Phaedra and Willie Watkins do the search?" I was like, "Mama, please. I don't know. I
That's
cannot
the
confirm
thing.
that."
I need
Okay,
to know. Those are the important questions that we need to be asking.
very important
Um,
questions.
it was just so funny. It was just hilarious. And it kind of just like petered out at the end. They were like, okay, well,
Two toddlers that got tired. Literally, they gave it their all, and they were like, "Oof, let me sit down. Let me sit down."
it was just so good. It was just hilarious. And then poor Cynthia's taking plates from one house to another house to another house. She comes back. The two women who actually came to dinner are fighting.
Mhm.
Also, the meal was like interesting because I guess it was like a tasting menu for the tequila. It was okay, Kendrick. The meal that they ate
Yes.
was the same food that they're going to be eating at the gala the next day.
Mm.
They said, "This is the tasting of the menu that we're gonna have tomorrow." And I was like, "Time out. A Am I gonna eat the same food today
Right.
that you're
E-
gonna serve tomorrow?"
Even more concerning, are you making all of this tonight and then you're gonna heat it back up tomorrow? That's my question now, because now I don't trust you to make it all over again.
And if I'm staying in the pool house, are you gonna be heating it up all day tomorrow?
Oh, oh no. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh dear.
I
Well,
There's a lot of questions because she was like, "Yeah, this is like a tasting menu of what we're gonna be eating tomorrow." I know, no. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I want a
see,
new meal tomorrow. I want something fresh and funky and new. I want it to be good. Well, it's gonna
mhm.
be funky. It's gonna be funky because they cooked it today
Yes.
and they're serving it tomorrow.
Literally, y'all are gonna end up pissing Portia and Phaedra off. They didn't even come to the damn vegan event on time because they were like, "Girl, we gotta eat first. Like, hold on, let's eat a little meat first, then we'll make it there." Like,
Listen,
listen, me.
they were literally eating like lamb chops and chicken lollipops
Yes.
before that vegan event. And I was like, that is so annoying. I would do the exact same thing.
They literally looked at like the triangle food chart and they were like, we need every type of that meat up there. We need beef, chicken, seafood, shrimp. We need all of that. And then we'll go to this vegan event to buy vegan baby food, child. The way I would have I'm sorry, but the way I would have cussed Pinky ass out, like I know, let me bring the paper towels like you gave Cynthia, okay? I don't want to bring no damn vegan baby formula. That shit is like $50 a pop.
And like I get it. I think it's really important. And I think that
So
like
important.
sure, I think the work that she's doing is really, really important. It does make you go, wait a minute. Also, just like going back to
Mhm,
them eating their food before the event.
mhm.
Everybody loves to say this is so funny. It's like everyone loves to say food is really big in our family. Food is really big in our culture. First of all, time out. Food is big in every culture, okay?
Right.
But here's how you know that food is really big in your culture. If your family is the kind of family that is
Mhm.
going to need a meal either after or before going to an event where they're not sure what the food is going to be like, that is how you know that food is really big in your family.
Oh,
My
yes.
my mother-in-law, so somebody recently in my husband's extended family got married, and the girl is from my husband's family and the guy is half Taiwanese and half Korean, right?
Mhm.
And so the food at one of the like there were 2 days of events. The first event, they said the food is going to be like Asian food. And my
Mhm.
mother-in-law upon hearing that said, "Well, what about the day of the wedding? Is the food going to be normal?" And I said, "What do you mean normal? What do you mean normal? What do you mean?"
Right.
And, like, the day of the event where the food was gonna be Asian food, which, by the way, she loves Asian food. But still that day, she, like, cooked a bunch of food at home because we had people staying at our house for the wedding events. She cooked a
Mhm.
bunch of food. She was like, "You never know what the food is gonna be like over there. So, I just made a bunch of stuff if you guys wanna eat before we go there. And if you don't wanna eat right now, it'll be available when we get home." That is how you know the food means something. And,
Mhm.
like, that's where I know, like, Phaedra and Portia don't mess around about food
Oh,
because
yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna need
yes.
real protein before I go to this event
And
where
I
you
can
have, like, soy
imagine.
burgers.
Right. And I can and just so people know too, slutty vegan is delicious. Like
Yeah,
I've
it is
had
really
it
good.
on it's so good. Like I've had it on a few occasions now. So good. But even still, like I can imagine how many like fundraiser type things Portia has been to in her life for like the Hosea Feed the Hungry Foundation, like
Sure.
even growing up, I can imagine, but I can also imagine going somewhere and being like, wait a minute, is it hors d'oeuvres? Is it plated? Is it what kind of? Because we even like if it's like food, we need to know what type. I need to know if I'm getting appetizers, like some little pass arounds. Is it just eating with my hands? Will I be given a fork? I need to know if is there a spoon involved for a soup? Like, I need to know all of that. That's going to determine whether I eat beforehand because I got some planning to do. I'm too much of a Virgo not to plan out those steps of the night. Like I'm not gonna, and then my sugar get low. I'm not playing with y'all. Okay.
And that's why Kendrick, one you were one of the first people I told about the menu for
Mm-hmm.
my 40th birthday. I was like, I'm gonna love to tell you about the meal for my
Yes,
birthday because
and
that
it
stuff
was
is important.
delicious.
Oh, thank
Mm-hmm.
you, thank you. Very
Mm-hmm.
tragic. What happened? Did I tell you what happened? All the food afterwards.
No.
Oh my God, Kendrick, I can't believe I didn't tell you guys. So there was a lot of food left over. I had a
Mm-hmm.
private chef come and we had a beautiful tent in the backyard and everybody sat down and they brought out food, whatever. They fucked up the creme brulee, which pissed me off, but it was fine. I was like, whatever, I'm not cooking. It's fine.
It was so good though. I tell.
It was good. Whatever we
Mhm.
had, it was like creme brulee soup, but it was like
Right.
really good.
I was like,
But it was really good. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tip this over and drink it like a soup.
literally what I
But the
did. So yeah.
But the food was really good. It was like short ribs and pasta and all these things, and it was really
Mm-hmm.
good. And my thing was, I was like, yeah, everything I've gotten meals catered before. Whenever you have food left over, they always put it into like dishes, and then the next day you wake up in the morning, you take out the leftovers. And I was like, and also when it's your party, you don't eat as much, so you're like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we only had like 4 kids at the party, which was 2 of them were my own children and the other 2 were my niece and nephew. So one of my
Yep.
friends had made a big tray of her lasagna, which the kids love, and they had like had that inside of the house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So next day I wake up and I'm like, "Where's the lasagna? I can't find the lasagna." So I text the chef and I'm like, "Hey, by the way, where's the lasagna? Did you guys take it home with you by any chance?" And he goes, "So sorry, we threw it out by accident." And I said, "Huh?
Excuse me.
You didn't even make that food. What do you
Right.
mean throw it out?" And then I said, "I'm opening the containers and all I found is a small container of Brussels sprouts and another one with like salad. So
Right.
where's the rest of the food?" And he said he didn't respond. And I said to my husband, I said, "The garbage bags are in the garage. Open the garbage bags and check."
Oh no.
They threw away everything.
Why would they do that?
Why would you do that? Why would you throw away food? I have no idea, but basically, I will say this, the original chef that I went with was really sad. She, like, suffered some medical issues
Mhm.
before the event, so she couldn't come that day. So she had sent her husband and her 2 family members
Yes,
to
yes,
go
yes.
help out instead. And I think they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And so then I
Ah.
texted her and I was like, "Girl, what the fuck did your husband do?" And she was like, "Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm actually at the hospital right now getting a blood transfusion." And I was like, "You know what?
Fuck, you win. Okay, damn
All right. You know
it.
what? Forget it.
God
It's
damn it.
fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine." Anyway, but yeah, food
Ugh,
is important to me. That's how you know food is important to you culturally.
yes.
If you are the type of person who needs to know what the menu is so that you can prepare whether or not you need to eat before or after the thing.
Mhm. That just
That's how
goes to show
you
you
know.
too. That's why everyone needs like someone like us in their life. Cause me, had I just walked through that kitchen, I heard like, what should we do with all this food? Oh, I'm sure she's got some stuff we can. Oh, I would have like immediately jumped in. Hold on, let me look under this cabinet. Oh, look, yeah, this is a great bowl. That looks great for lasagna. You put that one in that one. Yeah, we'll get it in the fridge. Like we would have figured that out immediately. Like in my mind, the absolute last resort is throwing away food. We're not gonna throw away no damn food. I'm sorry.
And Kendrick, hello, I am a Virgo. My pantry
Yes.
has an entire section of Tupperware organized by size with tops
Yes.
that fit the bottoms. Hello.
One section for glass Tupperware, one for the because you know not everybody gets the glass Tupperware when they leave your
No, the
house. Okay,
glass is for home.
yes, we got the plastic for you guys. Don't worry. And that's when you go like to a nice restaurant and they put your stuff in some plastic too. You're like, let me wash this out, child. This would be good to take. Let me take Lisa her pasta bag. Let me put that in there. So
Yeah, or
absolutely,
yeah, or old yogurt containers or like an old cottage
yes,
cheese container. That's what that is.
yes, exactly.
Do you think that they have
Heavens,
leftovers in the, pool house fridge?
probably. Even worse, no, they probably put ice in the bathtub and just like stuck the containers down in there to be like, you know what, it'll stay cool. It'll be
Oh
all
my god.
right.
Oh my god, yes. That's
That's
exactly
why
what I would.
Kelly's mad.
That's why Kelly's really mad. Any other thoughts about Atlanta before we go over to Rhode Island?
Oh my god, I've seen the previews. Let me tell you something, Kelly. Not too much on Cynthia. I would hate for 50 Cent to emerge, but I'm very excited for the new episode. Okay.
I know I saw the preview for the new episode of Atlanta and I was like,
Hmm.
I'm really excited for Cynthia to just be like, shut the fuck up.
Yes,
I've
need
had
that.
enough of you, you beast. Like I need
Beast.
I need and I love it because rather than Kelly in the preview, what I've seen, rather than Kelly coming at Cynthia, because Cynthia's the one that's coming at her, she just goes to Drew. And Drew's like, now why am I in it? Like,
I literally, let me tell you, that is kind of my favorite Atlanta trope at this point. Because literally, people will be arguing with someone, and they will see like Drew will be like in her purse, in her phone, or she'll like laugh or something. They like, I know you fucking lying, and they would just
yeah.
suddenly turn all energy to Drew. Drew is just so easy, like to poke at that people just take the opportunity every chance they get. Poor Drew. Poor
They always
Drew.
are like, and Drew, shut the fuck up. And she's like, what?
It's like I said nothing. I'm talking to Black. I didn't say anything to you guys.
Yeah, I'm on the phone, please. Oh God.
Goodness.
All right, Rhode Island. So this week on Rhode
Yes.
Island, Kelsey is having a hard time because she's got to move out of her boyfriend's big house, which is a spooky thing. It's a big change. But what's spookier is a grown woman's tea party with dolls in an old mansion where Black people have definitely been murdered.
Yep.
They have a masquerade dinner, which was hilarious, where they share trauma, and the night ends with Kelsey and Rosie having some words. Now, let's talk about that house. The whole
Mhm.
thing was Newport, Rhode Island. It's beautiful, mansions, mansions, mansions. Now,
Yep.
um, I've, in all fairness, never been to Memphis, but at least every town that I've ever been to, any major city that I've been to, anytime I
Mhm.
drive by a place that you're like, oh, this has been preserved by the Historical Preservation Society. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, so a house where slaves used to live.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
in New Jersey, we have a beautiful town right next door. It's called Montclair. It's
Mhm.
gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like gorgeous houses. But every single time my husband and I drive past a house, we're like, Black people and women died there. That
Yep.
place is haunted. Or like even in my town, there's a part of my town that's called Llewellyn Park and it's gorgeous. It's really pretty. But one time a house went on sale there and it like popped up on Zillow because you know I'd be scrolling on Zillow. I'm not trying to sell my house,
Same.
but I still all the time.
You know.
And the house was like beautiful and I was like 13 bedrooms. That's crazy. And then I looked through and I was like, "Oh, there's a
Yeah.
separate house
Yep.
that's attached to the house."
Yeah.
Those are slave quarters.
There are some houses that you look at, you're like, okay, literally geography is on your side because the only reason we're not calling this a plantation is because it's in the north. I think that's the only reason
No,
why. Okay.
literally, I was gonna say it's not called a
Mm,
plantation house because it's in the north. There's no plantation, but we got to come up with a
literally.
different name for it.
We do. We literally do. We got to workshop some shit like a new.
Mm.
At this point, honestly, we need to call it a Newport Mansion. I feel like we all just need to use context clues and be like, she's over there in that Newport Mansion, and be like, oh boy, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime I see, like, old historic homes, I just go, I just feel
Mhm.
like this isn't a safe space for me.
Mm-mm.
And in all fairness, also, the house that they went to when they were, like, showing all the rooms and stuff, and I was like, "This place is a dump. This is worse than a pool house in Atlanta."
Right. Exactly. I was like, it felt like something actually they did the purpose of it. It's not definitely not something you're supposed to live in. Now it feels like something you rent out to people like for a specific event. And something like I feel like producers were like, "Oh, we're the Real Housewives of Rhode Island." I'm like, "Oh, that's a made up show. I've never heard of that." Like, no, 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 we're new. We're new. Okay, well, y'all trying to rent this for what? Well, we have dolls, and there's one she's gonna put, mask and dolls and Bratz dolls, though, not collectibles, and we'll do this. And they're like, okay, I guess, yeah, 3,000 a night. It's like, okay, well, there we go. Figured it
Yeah,
out.
exactly. It's like I think they were just like, we do have to show a nice house that isn't one of the other women's houses. So like we're just I
Mhm.
mean, you might as well have gone to Bluestone Manor because I've never even thought about Bluestone Manor. Black people have died at
Mm.
Bluestone Manor.
Oh, for sure. That's every time I like it pops up on screen. Like y'all can't see it, but I see lightning in the background. Like when they show a spooky house on TV, lightning's always in the background. I clock it every time.
Yeah, the houses are spooky. That house was spooky.
Y'all see
Speaking
Richard's balloon. I see its balloon. Okay, I see Pennywise going over there by Bluestone Manor. Okay.
Yeah, and Pennywise in this situation is a slave owner for
Yes,
the
exactly.
American government. It's actually a founding father.
Yes, exactly.
Um, Kelsey, let's talk about Kelsey. Kelsey's going through it. She tells
Yes.
us in the beginning of the episode that she and my boyfriend had a conversation in bed, and my boyfriend said, "I don't see this going any further." And Kelsey said, "Okay, I guess I should move out." And he said, "Yeah, that sounds right." And she said, "Uh, okay." And then she calls Liz and Liz comes over to help her move out. And I was like, and then what was hilarious is Kelsey's like, she's like, I am going to need to figure out how to go from being a billionaire sugar daddy to paying the bills. So I really hope hair and makeup are really lucrative for me. Hair and makeup.
Oh boy, not an MUA. Oh no.
Kelsey MUA.
Oh
What are you
no.
like? That cannot be the route that you go. And I was like,
Mm-mm.
I did when she was taking all those clothes off the hanger. I said, I don't see anything designer in there. Those are all farm Rio and freaking anthropology clothes. Okay, those
Yes.
aren't things that you're going to be able to resell on Poshmark and make much out of. Okay,
Oh
I don't see
no.
you packing any Chanel bags, ma'am. You better pack a
Right.
few Chanel bags. Did you get at least a Birkin? Because at
But
least if you get a Birkin, you got 3 months of rent right there.
exactly. We can do a little something with that, okay? It I just can't. This whole situation is so crazy to me, and I feel like the craziest thing is we've now seen her do hair twice on this show, and both times I was like, yeah. Literally, I think the exact sound that came out of my mouth was like a grunt. It was like, ugh, yeah, we can do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it's like when they got to the mansion, Kelsey was like, "Yeah, I'll do everybody's hair." And then you saw her start to do somebody's hair, but then later on, I saw Joellen do her own hair, and I was like, "That looks like Joellen." Said, "You know what, Kelsey? It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll do
Hmm.
it myself."
Now she probably said, "You know what? I value our friendship, so we're not gonna go this route, okay?"
For the sake of our friendship, just give me the curling iron,
Yes.
please.
I've got a wand in the back. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Now, Kelsey's really coming for Rosie this episode. Rosie seems to have she's on good standing with everybody, even despite the fact that Joellen calls her a stripper when they go to that weird dolly carriage dinner or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, But Rosie says that she's actually very awkward. She doesn't really know how to function. She tries to do a big on her personality, but she's very awkward. And then at dinner, Kelsey's like, I'm so glad you were actually honest for once. And
Ooh.
then Rosie's like, that was backhanded. And then Joellen's like, "Ah, you're such a bitch for doing that, for calling you backhanded." And Rosie's like, no, no, that was legitimately backhanded. You keep saying that I'm a liar. What have I lied about? You know? And
Boy.
I have a theory. Okay, I have a
Ooh,
theory.
we love
I
a
have a
theory.
theory about Kelsey and Rosie. I think that both Kelsey and Rosie were known as the sluts of Rhode Island, complimentary. And the difference was that Rosie was sleeping with the sugar daddy and whomever, potentially mob
Mhm.
members that are Liz's best friends.
Quite possibly, yes.
And then Rosie was sleeping with people at work, right?
Yep.
And so I think they both maybe came from the pageant world, and Rosie chose the route of sex worker, and no, Kelsey chose the route of sex worker, and Rosie chose the route of having sex with people that you work with.
The
And
head
I think,
meteorologist, yes.
yeah, exactly. It's like one person chose to be a concubine and the other one chose to have sex at cubicles. Like it's like
Yep.
similar words, similar actions, but just like a different,
Very
you
different
know,
outcome.
it's a different outcome. And I think that Rosie came in married. Like Rosie's been married. So it's like Rosie's like, you can't talk about who I slept with before anymore because I'm a married woman.
Mhm.
So Kelsey, like, you're sleeping with everybody. So like, what's your deal? And to be fair, Rosie did start it first. Rosie did say,
Yep.
is she a polygamist or whatever?
Mhm.
But
Nosy
I
Rosie,
think
yep.
that nosy Rosie, love that.
Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
do think that Kelsey and Rosie are very similar. And
Mhm.
I think the difference is that both are trying to like get ahead of being like the known sluts of Rhode Island by doing these things. And I think Kelsey's mad at Rosie because she literally can't talk about Rosie sleeping with people at work anymore. Because Rosie's like, and even if I did, I'm married now. Like,
Exactly.
why do you care? Also, Rosie being like, do you think that I would rather tell people that I was bleeding out of my ass or that I was having sex with somebody and got fired?
Exactly.
And
They
I
got
do think that that's a really fair thing to ask. Like,
it is. Absolutely. I mean, I'd have to think about it honestly, so might
I
not be,
would
you know.
I would much rather say that I slept with somebody at work and that's why I got fired than I was pooping blood. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Because I feel like I can turn that first one, like, even if that's like all you know about the story, I can easily shift that and make myself come out like the victor. Because I'm like, I felt it was a big power imbalance. I felt like I had to, and
Mhm,
when we
mhm,
went to
mhm.
HR, obviously they were going to be on the higher up side. So I stepped away. Like I can finesse that. I don't know how many
Yeah.
ways I can finesse shitting out blood. I don't know, but
Yeah. Bloody stool is there's not a lot of way that you can
that's a
pretty
tough
that
one.
up.
Yeah, that's a tough
That's a
one.
tough one. Okay, Kelsey,
Mhm.
no matter how many curling irons you put on shitting out blood, you cannot make
Yeah.
that story fun or pretty. I
Nope.
agree with you. I think that that's really their beef. I think it's so silly. And I think Kelsey is coming off looking like a loser by doing that. I'm like, Kelsey,
Mhm. Agreed. And I
do you-
think the bigger issue is that I feel like they always get to like the same boutique and fight over the worst outfit in there every time.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Rosie and that like the pink dress with where it's no sleeve, it's literally just jewels glued to her arm all the way down. I was like,
Mhm.
whoa, that is
Yeah.
put her in New Jersey, you would thrive. Like I don't know what's going on because boy,
It's it's insane. It
yeah.
is insane. It is funny that she's like, "Yeah, I'm friends with all the gay people in Rhode Island." And I'm like, "And one of them's a drag queen who you borrow clothes from?"
Right.
Because
No
what's
one
going
helps you?
on?
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? I love
Oof,
it's so
oof.
funny. Um, well, the other thing was that there is this dinner, this lunch. It's a lunch first. There's a carriage. Alicia's a character. She brought her metal detector to the old mansion. She said, "I'm leaving here with something."
Yeah, I know that's right. Same.
She brought a carriage that she didn't know what to call. She was like, carriage, whatever. She brought all of her dollies.
Oh
She's
boy.
she said this episode, Kendrick, that she is 41 years old. I said 41, more like
Mm.
you were born in 1941. You are
Right.
not 41 years old because I'm
No.
40. So there's no way you could be 40. And this was filmed last summer? Hell no. A year older
Right.
than me? Absolutely not.
And it says it on Google too. I'll never believe that. I would never believe that. Alicia gives me a lot of things. Early 40s is not one of them. That is absolutely not one of them.
Alicia born in 1984? Can you imagine that?
No.
1984?
No.
Hell no. I
Mm-mm.
don't think so. She was born in 1972 latest, okay?
Yes. Easily. I There's got to be a reason her and Liz get along so well. We know Liz is the oldest in the group. I gotta think that they were listen, they were running the streets together as kids. Like they were, I mean, a regular old like Goonies story or something. I just have to believe that because there's no way. There's no way. And it's not even like a looks thing. It's just some people give a aura and a vibe of like, I've been here for decades. And like she definitely gives that.
It
I've been
feels
here
to
for half a century. Like that's what it
I've been
feels
here
like.
for half a century, and that's why
Mhm.
I need the dolls because the dolls actually
Exactly.
are my life source. They keep me alive.
Exactly.
My soul goes into the dolls. It's actually I'm just a body, and the dolls carry all of my souls, and that's why I love them, and that's why you're not allowed to play with some of them because some of them
Yes.
carry my soul.
I am a mere vehicle for these dolls. That's all I am. Literally.
Imagine you came to my 40th birthday party and you were like, "Wow, who are these tiny seats for?" And I was like, "For my dolls."
Oh boy. That would have been an eventful train ride back to New York of us being like, did you see those fucking dolls? Like, what the fuck was going on in that household?
Can you fucking believe it? I thought she was a normal person until she brought out those dolls. That was so
Right? It's
strange.
like, that's why we meet her at Rails. Okay, it makes sense now, right?
That makes more sense.
We
New
can't
Jersey
disturb the
is a weird
dolls.
Yeah, exactly. New Jersey is a weird place.
Right.
So funny. Alicia
Oof.
also shares the sad story where she says that after her father left their family, she was homeless and then Liz says, "You weren't homeless, you were never homeless." And Alicia says, "No, I mean, I didn't have a home. I was staying with my grandparents. If I didn't have my grandparents, me and my mom and my siblings would be like out on the street." And the internet feels two ways about this
Okay.
interaction. People are like, "Fuck Liz," because that was so nasty and so rude and so unnecessary. Like Alicia's just like sharing something about herself. And
Mhm.
some people are like, "No, we need to clock Alicia because Alicia, you can't talk about being homeless when you grew up in like a wealthy neighborhood. Like there
Yeah.
are actual homeless people in the world or unhoused people in the world. You were not one of them." And I
Mhm.
think like Liz said, I don't want people to think like you're actually privileged. Like you don't know what it's like to be unhoused. Like there are people who are actually don't have places to live. Alicia, that was never your life, right? Because the other thing
Mhm.
is Alicia's you said, they used to kick it back in the day. I think one of the episodes, like one of Alicia's mom's sisters grew was like Liz's best friend. So
Yeah.
I think like there's like that. So I feel like Liz knows a lot about her family. She's like, "No, I've
Oh, yeah.
literally met all of your aunts. They all have
Right.
homes."
Exactly. Like my whole thing is because when she immediately said it, I immediately thought about Bethany Frankel, and I never want to go to that place. Like I never
I know
want to
what
think
you
about
mean. Yes,
Bethany
yes, yes, yes,
Frankel,
yes, yes,
but
yes,
that's
yes.
immediately what I thought about. I'm like, she said that, but the difference is I actually think like come reunion time, I think Liz would actually be like, you know what? I thought about it. That was a bad way to say that. We just didn't have our house anymore, but I definitely had
Yeah.
family to be with. Whereas Bethany always has to be the biggest like struggle bus victim in the room. And she's like, no, even though I have hundreds of millions in my bank account, I am homeless and I cannot go anywhere ever in life. I will be without a home. And it's like, okay, we're plots lost. Like we gotta figure something out, Big B. We got
Yeah,
to.
yeah. And now Alicia is the type of person to say like if let's say she and her fiance Billy break up, right? She
Mhm.
seems to not have a penny in her name right now. She gets paid everything through her boyfriend, whatever.
Mhm.
I think Alicia's the kind of person that is like Kelsey's homeless now.
Right,
Like
right.
Kelsey doesn't have a place to live and now she has to move back with her parents.
Mhm.
So she's homeless. And you're like, that's not what that means.
Right. Like, let's workshop that
Um,
sentence a little bit. Like, we can
yeah.
we can we can figure that out.
And I'm saying that because I think Alicia is a child that was left behind. Now, was she
Yes.
left behind in 1802 when she was born, or allegedly the 1990s when she was in elementary school at the same time I was and you were? Like, okay,
Crazy.
maybe. But
Mm-mm.
Alicia to me is a child that was left behind because when she was reading her note from Liz, she did not know how to read the word facade.
Words are tricky, okay? Words are tricky. That's
She's
what I
definitely
have
a
for you,
person that
Alicia.
could have benefited from an individualized education plan, okay? She could have
Yes.
really benefited from some pull out special services. I
Mhm.
feel for Alicia, I do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Mm. I feel like if she knew how to read the word facade on a piece of paper, she'd probably put her foot down about being engaged for 8 years to this man that won't put her name on the business in the house. So let's start with the reading piece, and I feel like the rest of her life will fall into place.
the bar is
Everything.
literally in hell. That's why this man was like, "Yeah, sign
Truly.
the prenup." He was like, "Read it." And she was like, "Okay." And then she was like,
Oh,
"I can't.
right.
Let
Facade was the
me."
first word of the prenup.
Facade
She's like,
was
"Oh,
the first word
she's
of the
like, I'm overwhelmed. Oh no."
She was like, "Oh, no. This is gonna be hard." And she's like, "I took it to a lawyer, and the lawyer said I'm not getting anything." And she was like and, Billy was like, "You know what lawyers are?" She's like,
Right.
"Only because of my lawyer Barbie."
Right. She's like, "No, I met this great lady at BravoCon. Her name's Phaedra. She buries people
Yeah.
too. She's great."
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
amazed.
Jo Ellen shares her sad relationship with her mother this episode,
Mhm.
and that we find out that Jo Ellen was sent away as a teen for a behavioral program. Very Paris Hilton being dragged out in the middle of the night and being sent away to a home.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Things we don't talk about enough. Boy, oh boy.
But then it made me go, how old were you? Because you also met your husband in high school when was soon after he broke up with your sister. So
Right.
when did you go on the behavioral program? How long were you there for? Because then you met Gary when you were like 15 and he was a senior in
Uh-huh.
high school. So did they send you away when you were like 11? Because that's fucked up.
Right. I feel like that sister had something to do with it. Like she got her sent away for a couple months. She's like, she stole my fucking boyfriend. And then when the parents realized, like, oh no, she didn't put that in the soup. That was actually her. And then they brought her back. They're like, okay, you can come back and go to regular school now. That sister, I don't trust
Wow.
her. I don't trust her.
That no, I don't trust that sister either, but you're right, because the sister was like, "Yeah, I mean, you just kinda have to, like, move on and forgive your parents, like, there's nothing you can do, you just have to, like, forgive your family members, like, there's really nothing."
Uh-huh.
Maybe, like, don't even bother talking to mom and finding out everything that happened, like, who cares? Like, mom's not gonna tell you anything new, like, it's
Who needs
totally fine, like,
details?
it's
No.
fine, details, schmetails, your life is good now, Joellen, like, move
Right.
on, and Joellen's
You're
like,
a
"No, I think."
housewife.
Yeah, Joan's like, "No, I think it would be good for me to talk to mom and really figure out what happened." And she's like, "No, trust me.
No.
There's nothing
Let it
new that
go.
you can find out from
Let it
mom.
go. Mm-mm.
Trust me, okay?"
Mom is sick,
Anyway,
actually.
when's the next time you're going on a work trip? I do need to go and sniff your husband's underpants.
Right. Don't worry about the kids. I got them, okay? I
I'm gonna
produce
come
my
over
own
with
breast milk.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and I am going to put my bra in the highest possible push-up bra I can find, wearing the tube toppiest tube top there is, and
Mhm.
swing your kids
And
and
see
jump
what
in your
happens.
backyard and see what happens.
You know, whatever.
That is so funny. Do you feel that there's a darkness in the relationship between Liz and Kelsey?
Listen, that damn Dino, I think could tell a million stories. I think there's a lot that we don't know has transpired because there to me I feel like a spirit of possession. I feel like a little bit of like jealousy in there somewhere. I feel like no, why were you with her, you were with me at one point, but then it was this. And then even weirder, now that Kelsey like told that story on that one episode, it might be a very old school kind of like, well, no, I believe the man told me this kind of situation. And so I think there's a lot at play with that. And it's like, ooh, if we explore that, we're gonna be tugging at some very thinly woven strings. Very
There's like
thinly
a very
woven.
weird, it also feels a little like I don't know, madam-y to me. Like the fact that Liz
Mm.
knows all of the men that Kelsey has like had relationships with. And she's like, yeah, we like partied together. We grew up together. We all know each other. And I'm like, how?
Right.
And why how? And why are you
Exactly.
guys all hanging out with a woman who's 20 years younger than you?
Right. I'm about to say you're like 25 years older than her, right? Like, no, I don't know about that. She wasn't
It,
old enough to get in the clubs when y'all were partying, so
she
I don't.
wasn't old enough to get into the clubs, Kendrick.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh my god, the fact that both stories that she's told, she's like, "Yeah, we met when I was 19 on a boat and we just like made out for 5 hours. And Dino and I
Jeez.
dated when like me and my boyfriend weren't exclusive. You're still not exclusive. Me and my boyfriend weren't
Right.
exclusive. And then Dino and I hooked up and then afterwards Dino started showing up in places and saying that he wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, "So he stalked you?"
Right. Right.
Uh,
Yuck.
uh, Liz scares me.
Yeah. I get the scared allegations because she's I described her as, to me, she feels like Dolores back when she first got on the show. Like not when she was like kind of like defending Teresa, but back when like Danielle Staub was on there to like specifically anger Dolores. That she gives that energy all the time. And
It's
woo,
welcome back scumbag. That's what it is.
exactly. That's
Mhm.
exactly what it is. Without soggy flicker. So that's amazing. But
Yeah, yeah, it does raise my eyebrows. It
Mhm.
does concern me. I am concerned. I'm concerned about the fact that there was a whole thing about like, oh, my husband, he loves to go boating and he has his boat and he does sports fishing and Michael Jordan, da 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 da. And then one night suddenly he had to sell the boat. Why? Because murders happened on it? Why did you
Right.
have to suddenly sell the boat?
Ooh.
Now, I will say this. I was bummed that Rula did not show up this episode because
Oh,
I love to watch Rula pretend like her husband isn't cheating on her.
when I tell you, I can't remember the last time I was this fascinated with a person on, like, genuinely, because I truly feel like at my core, she just wants to let that man cheat in peace, but the rest of the world won't let him.
Yeah.
They're trying to like be like the strong, like, no, you need to do this, you need to be this strong, this kind of person. And she's like, I'm all right. Like, no, we're okay. Like, no, leave us
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, and even like all of it, I think what's hilarious is that she keeps being like, no, Joellen, I really want you to tell me. And then Joellen's like, no, here's a picture of them kissing right now. It happened 30 seconds ago. And Joe, she's and Rula's like, I think that that's AI, and she's like, no, I swear to God, I saw it with my own eyes, and she's like, I don't know, Joellen, I
Mm.
feel like there's another reason why you're doing this. It's because you're friends with the mistress. She's like, no, Joellen's like, no, that woman's crazy. She's actually nuts. She's batshit crazy. I will admit it to you. She's totally insane. And she's like, yeah, so an insane person, do you think really Brian would hook up with an insane person? I kind of wish Joellen would be like, well, he's married to an insane person, so I
Right.
guess.
Literally, my favorite moment was when she said, "No, he doesn't go. He goes to the gym every single morning." She's like,
They look like he goes
"Does
to
he
the
look like he
gym.
works out?" It's like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, somebody asked me, "Do
Whew.
I think Brian goes to the gym? Do I think does Brian look like he goes to the gym?" I said, "No, Brian looks like he's sweating. He's sweating from having sex with his mistress all the time and lying about it. That's really what Brian
Literally,
looks like." Um,
literally,
they had a mid-season trailer, which I was like, "Mid-season? Excuse me?"
right. God, we never get the great things in life for too long, man.
We don't. Anything from the mid-season trailer that really popped off to you?
Well, who was I think Kelsey? I don't know who referred to who, but someone referred to someone as a slam pig, and I don't know why, but I was like, "Oh, I didn't know y'all used that term. That's interesting." So,
I've never heard slam pig before. Very
mm,
impressive. I think it was Rosie called Kelsey a slam pig. And I was like,
whew,
what's that?
yeah,
I love
I've
to
heard
learn about your culture.
right, and the thing is, I've heard it, but like at the Eagle on a Sunday, like I've heard it somewhere, but I just never in Rhode Island married housewife settings. That's the thing. So,
Wow. Okay. I looked it up. Slam pig is a
yep.
highly vulgar, offensive slang term used to describe a woman, typically with the implication that she is promiscuous and considered undesirable, unattractive, or overweight.
Oh no. Wait, what are they called? The practice girl. Is that like a new term for practice girl?
I've never heard practice girl before.
Oh, we're introducing the audience to a lot of stuff
Oh my
today. Look
God.
at
Thanks for telling me. A practice girl is a derogatory term for girl or woman, a person, usually a man, hooks up with or briefly dates to build confidence, gain romantic erotic experience, or practice skills before pursuing a real relationship. Okay.
that.
I know, I mean,
Yeah,
practice girl is pretty self explanatory, but
yeah,
I do think slam pig is hilarious. A promiscuous
yes.
woman, typically overweight, ugly, or only sought after for pumping and dumping.
Oof, oof.
I haven't heard pump and dump since I was breastfeeding my children.
And just so we're
Wow.
all clear, that's a much better way to use that term, okay? Use it for the
Wow.
kiddos. Goodness.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh my
This
God.
has
It
been very
was
educational. I've enjoyed this.
very, very educational. And you see, that's where it goes back to it. I think Rosie and Kelsey are the same age, but Kelsey
Mhm,
has the armor of a husband. And or no,
mhm,
Rosie has the armor of a husband. Kelsey does not have that. And so now
mhm.
Kelsey is a slam pig. But
She's got
neither
a
of them are
pedestal.
over. And you know what? If it is Kelsey who's calling Rosie a slam pig, that's messed up because Rosie shared that she's on a GLP-1. And that's fucked up.
You don't do that to people, okay?
Yeah, it's one thing to call a skinny person fat. Of course, whatever. They've never been that before. But you don't call
Right.
an actual fat person or a person who used to be fat fat. That's fucked up.
Right, especially when they're still in the process of losing. Like, okay, like give me a
Yeah.
month or two. Like, geez.
And that's coming from me, an active fat person. Like that is
Samesies.
like I get to make those comments because I am technically obese. So like it's
Aren't we
fine
all?
for me to say, "Ugh, you know what, that BMI, the BMI said you're fat and you're fat and you're fat and you're
Exactly.
gonna die tomorrow."
It hates us all. It hates
And you're
us
like,
all.
but what if most of it is muscle mass? And they're like, doesn't matter, slam pig.
I can guarantee you I'll be the first person in history to be called a slam pig by my doctor. So you know what? You know what? I need the motivation, so it's okay. I need a stern talking
Ah.
to, so I get it.
Oh my God. I do have to give a shout out to Ashley I, who is there sometimes. It makes me go, I can't believe you're here. Ashley I, who was forced to wear that absurd masquerade mask where she couldn't breathe. And they just keep kiting to her. And then her trauma, she was like, we're like, what's your trauma? And she was like, I just am so scared all the time that I'm gonna be sad one day. And you're like, okay. Uh,
Do you remember that that Dance Moms clip of I don't know why I didn't think to post this like when that moment came, but of Abby Lee Miller talking to the girls, and that one girl, she was like, "Well, I remember one time my dad, he had a dog when we were kids, and the dog died one day." And he was like, "Oh, it was your dog?" He was like, "No, it's my dad's dog when he was a kid." And it just makes me so sad. And she starts crying.
it's exactly that.
That's the
It's
vibes.
exactly that. It's Ashley being like, I've been asked before to share my trauma. And even back then, I was really sad because I've never had trauma. And then ever since then, I've been scared that one day I am going to have trauma. And that keeps me up at night. Okay. Would love to be
God,
you, actually. That
literally.
sounds really good. Some of our brains always go to trauma because of the trauma that they've experienced. I'm glad you get
Exactly.
to imagine trauma. Must be nice.
Would love to teach you about it, man. I would love to teach you about trauma. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Kendrick, any other thoughts before we wrap up the episode about Rhode Island?
Man, Sundays are fun. I'm having a good time. I go from Real Housewives of Atlanta, then I go over to Rhode Island, then I go to Euphoria. But then I wrap up my evening and I just have a great day, it's whatever. Having a great
I
time.
have now I haven't watched Euphoria yet, the new season. I hear that it feels like it's written by AI.
It how do you describe it? It's a hot fucking mess that I cannot turn away from. That's exactly what it is for me. And I'm
Sounds
just
amazing.
so I know I'm so let me be very clear. I'm not gonna stop watching the season, and if
Yeah.
season 4 is announced, I will be there on premiere date. Like, I'm not turning against this show. I'm having a great time. I should not be, but I am, and that says a lot about me. But hey, I love trash, and we just we just talked about trash for a whole hour, so clearly, like, we know our audience, okay?
Of course, of course. Speaking of my beloved Zendaya, did you see the trailer for The Odyssey? Now I'm saying that, but she was not even in the trailer, but she is going to
Yes,
be in the movie. Did you
yes,
see
I
the
did.
trailer?
I
Okay.
did. I did. I did.
Did you love it?
I was like, whatever.
You know
Whatever.
what? Okay, so a few things about me. I love Christopher Nolan. I've seen every
Yes.
single one of his movies in IMAX. It's
Mhm.
very important to me in my marriage. That's something that's very important. It was like should have been in my wedding vows.
Yes.
It's not for me, it's for my husband. It's like the Eagles and Christopher Nolan and Batman. But I was like very excited for it. Also, I love Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology shit.
Same. Same, same.
I'm super excited. I've seen every version of like the Odyssey and the Iliad. Like I've read so many books. I'm very excited. But then
Mhm.
in the trailer, Tom Holland says, "My dad's coming home." And I was like, "My dad?
Right. Your contemporary is what you mean.
My
Your
dad?
colleague. Like, no, sir.
You should have at least said Papa. My
Right.
dad? My dad's coming home. My dad? What the fuck is that about?" I was like,
Mm-mm.
okay,
No.
you better fix that in ADR in post because I want to
Exactly.
hear dad or mom.
Oh
What
my
is he gonna
God.
say? Skibidi toilet? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you talking that way?
No, I cannot wait. I'm obviously gonna watch because number one, I love Christopher Nolan. Memento is one movie that I'm always like, oh,
Mhm.
this movie is just so damn good. So I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. The cast is stacked. Trailer didn't necessarily like get me hyped, but like I'm not a person that needs a trailer. Like I feel like when a movie's announced, that's when I figure out in my mind, I want to see that, and I go see it. Like I don't need much else to kind of lead me
Yeah.
to the water. I'm a horse that's gonna drink. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can't have him being like, "Mom, that, three-headed dragon's about to be chopped." Like, I don't wanna
Right.
hear that.
Exactly.
Also speaking of Zendaya, did you see, oh my god, the movie that the drama?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
fucking loved it.
I did too. Oh my God.
Were
I
people
did
mad
too.
about it? It's an amazing movie.
I feel like in my theater at least, because I feel like most people that saw it, the only criticism I saw was like, shit, it ended kind of abruptly. Like they thought it would get some
No,
kind of like different ending, but I was like, I don't know. I kind of loved it.
people want to be spoon-fed these days, and I'm sick of it,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Be a grown-up, okay? Watch a movie where you have to think for a second, okay?
Exactly.
Oh my god,
Exactly.
what an incredible film. Did not expect it to be about what it was about.
No.
Loved it.
Only A22, A24 could pull off a
Yeah.
plot like that too. Nobody else could, because I feel like we all would have been like, "What the fuck are we sitting through right now?" So that definitely an A24 movie, and definitely caught me off guard, and definitely is worth watching. Okay.
Ugh, incredible, incredible, and
Mm-hmm.
I just am excited for Zendaya to keep making amazing things.
Yes.
She's in
Keep.
Dune 3 or whatever is coming out next. The
Mm-hmm.
last Dune,
All
and
of and a
then
new Spider-Man coming out this summer.
new Spider-Man coming out this summer, the drama, The
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited
Currently
for
in
her.
Euphoria. Yes,
Currently in
absolutely.
Euphoria,
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
doing Lord knows whatever.
Doing whatever she's doing over there. So
Yeah, I will say that I think I saw again Sel of Who Asked Me podcast talk about how
Mhm.
like she thinks that there's a fear of sometimes actors get too big and then you watch them on a show and you're like, what the fuck is Zendaya doing in the show, right?
Right.
Which I think is like the concern about Euphoria, but then she was like, I think the same thing's gonna happen when we get to see season 2 of Heated Rivalry. Like we get to season 2 of Heated Rivalry,
Mm,
the boys are gonna be too famous, and we're gonna be like,
yep.
what's Connor Story doing in this? Getting his
Yep.
ass eaten?
Right. No, that's so fucking true because it's not even just Zendaya. Like literally, Jacob Elordi was just in at the
Yeah.
Oscars because he was nominated. Like, I mean, that weirdo Sydney Sweeney. Like, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I hate to give her credit, but like one of these episodes this season was like the best thing I've seen her in. Like, she was acting her ass off, and I hate to give her props for that. I was like, God damn it, she's good in this episode.
When she plays a frantic white woman, she is
Yes.
10 out of 10. I have never
Mm-hmm.
seen a frantic white woman that fun to watch since Shannon Bedore and Emmy from Southern Hospitality.
Truly.
She really does it really well, but I think that she's good at playing that because deep down inside, that is who Sydney Sweeney is a frantic
Uh-huh.
white woman.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep. Yep. I mean, this is a show with her, Zendaya, Jacob Elordi, Coleman fucking Domingo. Like the cast
oh my god,
alone, it's like
I always forget he's in it. Oh my god, you're
yes.
right.
It's so
He's
crazy.
it's like, you know what Hunter Schafer's in like the Hunger Games
Yes.
movies?
Mhm.
No, I know.
You
Everybody's the only person who just pops in for Euphoria is the woman who plays Maddie.
yes. Literally.
She's
Just
the only
her.
one. She's like a ghost. She just like pops in for Euphoria and then we don't hear from her at all. She doesn't do any press. She does nothing. She comes in,
Literally.
she makes the show and then she leaves. And then we don't even
Her
see her for 4 years.
her and Judd Apatow's daughter, like both of them just like pop up and we're like, oh, look at y'all in here.
Yeah, and at least like I will say that yeah, Alexa Demi, that's her name.
Yeah, yeah.
Alexa Demi, at least I will say, is like well, Judd Apatow's daughter is around because she's like doing stuff with her parents or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like literally, I'm looking up Alexa Demi's filmography. It's nothing. It's like just Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
Like she
Believe
pops
it.
in. She's done some voiceover work. What?
Then y'all have settled it. After this season, let's just do a Maddie spinoff and figure this shit out.
That's
There we
honestly all it
go.
should be. And then I also saw an interview where Barbie Ferreira was apparently in a Beyonce music video.
For thick. Like, yes. Give me that video right now. Right now.
I was like, thick?
From 2 eras ago?
From Renaissance?
Right. Mhm.
Where is it?
Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, are you just lying? Are you just making stuff
I genuinely thought she was lying too. Then she started like naming other people on set. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Where is this music video? And then Beyonce probably popped up like, you're the visual. Like, okay, Beyonce, like quit fucking with me. God damn it.
All right. Well, I love you. I adore you guys. Follow Kendrick everywhere podcasts are heard. You probably already do follow him. Go check him out everywhere. Follow him on Threads and on Instagram.
Yes.
And all of the places that you know and love him. And leave him a 5-star review.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And leave me one too.
Yes. I love
Why
it
not?
over here. I love it over here.
Yeah. I will be back later this week to talk about some other nonsense from Summer House. I saw clips of this week's episode already and I'm already annoyed. I have to really get into it about Southern hospitality. And I'll be very honest with you. I'm not sure about the Valley. That show is too straight and too toxic for me. If I wanted to watch
tap in this season.
No, if I wanted to watch a show about toxic straight white men, I would turn on C-SPAN because
there you go.
that's kind of how it's going.